When you open Basic4Android, the first thing you do is to save your project. Even when you don't save and you try to launch the designer, it will prompt you to save the project first, so you can say OK from there. Then you save your project. So I've created a folder on the desktop. It will be for a project, and I'll name it hello. So now that we've saved our project, we need to change some small attributes of the program before we can run it. For example, our package name and the project package name. This is a unique identifier for your application. You can say hello dot tutorials. You can use your website address backwards com dot basic4android truths at blogspot.com, or your company name dot something something. Okay, and then there again we have choose icon. If you develop an icon for your application, you select choose icon. Now the icon should be in PNG, BMP, JPEG format, and you go and select and add it to your project. Okay, then we'll go into more details about that. For now, let's go to project attribute. Application label. This is a name that appears on your under the icon of your application when you are running the application on the phone. So for example, if this is our hello application, you can name it hello world. Application version and the rest. This is our rotation size. If you want it portrait or landscape, and specify means both portrait and landscape. And then from there, let's launch our designer. This is our visual designer, just like in Visual Basic. And then this is our emulator too. Let's connect our designer to the emulator. You can equally go ahead and design after that you run it to the emulator, but I love to connect emulator to the designer so as to be having a feel of how my application will look like when I'm designing. Even though the abstract designer tool is here, I would still love to see the real interface on the emulator. First, title of our application. We can change it to hello world. As you can see, everything is updating as you go. What you see is what you get. Okay, when you want to change the color, when you want the title to show, you want to design your own title, and you want the application to run in full screen, you set it here. So let's get design. Let's just add one button, and then in edit text box. Okay, then and then let's add one label. Okay, you can just click and drag to design your interface just like that. Then after inserted your object, you can name them. Editors is editors 1. You can rename it as edit text input, any name you want to give to it. Then its properties are here. If you want to add a hint text, say input your name, you can input it under there. As you can see, it's a hint text. This is label. Let's just leave it label 1 button. Let's just leave it button 1, but all of them you can change their text properties, increase text or reduce text, change the color, you can change the writings on them. Button 1, say click here, label. Okay, after you finish designing your layout, you have to save your layout. So you go to file, save. So you can save it with the name that you design: layout 1, layout 2, main, about page, disclaimer page, anything. You can design more than one layout in a program. Okay, so after our layout, we have to declare these items. They say initializing, but then here what you can do when you have more objects on a page, you can just go to tools, generate members. It will declare them for you onto the app, or you right click, you go to generate dim editors as editors, then you go one by one on all the applications. But you can just go ahead and generate members, or button 1, what do you want it to do when you click? So we have to generate a click event for button 1. The edit text, you can just generate it, label, generate. Okay, generate members, close for now. Okay, so now these are the objects we have on our form: button 1, edit text, and label 1. Now for your layout to load, you have to load it from here under the activity create sub. Let's say activity dot load layout. What's our layout name? Main, but it should be a string, so in quotation marks. If it's not in quotation marks, it will not load. Okay, so after we've loaded our layout in our application, now we go to button 1 event. So when you click button 1, what do you want it to do? Let's say label 1 dot text should be equal to edit input dot text. Let's say you should say hello. Hello. And then whatever, and then add whatever is in the input box. So now with that, let's run our application and see. When you're running and generates a code, it will tell you and then give you the line number. So this is our ID emulator. It's now installing file to device. Okay, our application is running. Say input your name. So let's say my name is Ishmael. Okay, then I click, it says hello Ishmael. Now you change your name to Betty. You click, it says hello Betty. So that is a simple basic for Android app for you. Catch me in my next tutorial. Bye.